Hello YouTube, Jared here, and today I would like to talk about health. I don't know why that says heath. And it is the last day of March 2026, and April is coming up, and just a little side note, the new Crimson Desert game looks really good. I just did not have, I couldn't really, I don't really want to, I could spend $70, probably 75 with tax, but I'm just gonna wait for the game to go on sale. I'm not really in. I like those kind of games because I liked Skyrim when it came out, but other than that, my goal is I'm just gonna wait for it to go on sale. But for the April goals, I just wanted to talk about fat in general. Like, it's such a it's a three-letter word, but it's connected to 3 million issues. And I've been really learning about fats, and as you know, some people see it as stored energy, which is a pretty good, accurate description of fat. Um, but I would say there's three aspects to the actual fat is a result of many different things. And I want to talk about three things that create the fat. And it's almost on every single food. And I think you already know the first answer. The first one is sugar. Sugar, salt, and oil. Now, this is, if the Holy Trinity is the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, this is the opposite. The holy demonology. No, not the holy. The evil demonology of your body. If I'm not gonna sit here and just say, oh, but you need this, you need some. Of course, you're gonna have these three things, but I would say to you, if you can avoid these things, if you do not bother with these things, can you survive? Absolutely, you can survive without these things. Absolutely. Because no matter what, even if you try to avoid these things, you're gonna get sugar in fruits. You're gonna get salt, and if you eat even a fish has a natural salt from the sea that it was in. You're gonna get salt and oil. You're gonna get oils even if you eat a fish or if you eat chicken. But if you boil the chicken, that does destroy a lot of the oils. But as you guys know, I don't think I told you, I'm doing a pescatarian diet, which means I eat only seafood. And I just wanted to share about my goals with you and just share with you what I'm learning in my journey, trying to just become healthier. I don't have I do have this little goal of each month I'm going to lose 1 kilogram. And it has been working out. It has been working out. Also, wanted to just talk about the word diet. It's almost like the word religion. It comes with so much baggage, and it's so, oh man, it's just, the word needs to be changed. Like, instead of saying I'm on a pescatarian diet, I don't even like saying that. I'm trying a new lifestyle. So I would definitely say substituting the word diet to trying trying a new, like a health plan, or um, like, you don't want to just, it's so easy to say I'm on a diet, but like you could just say, I'm like, I don't like the word diet because it comes with so much, it's more negative focused, and it's more like, when I hear the word diet, I hear, that immediately comes with, you can't eat, can't eat. And that is such the wrong idea of a diet. Um, that would be more like fasting, right? But I want to just say like your diet is more not just a health plan, it's more like a lifestyle. It's more like um, a lifestyle goal. Because plan, I would say I really like lifestyle goal even better than trying a new health plan. Lifestyle goal for your health, because your health is included in your life. But lifestyle does sound like, all right, let's put health goal. A health goal. It sounds a lot better. So try to, it's more like you don't want to associate with the negative part. You want to associate with what you're doing in a positive way. So, what is your goal? I'm actually going to ask you guys, like, literally, what is your goal? What is your health goal? You can leave a comment if you want. Some people have really high goals. For me, I don't want to see fat on my body that much. Like, I don't want to see a belly. I don't want to see man boobs. Um, I was getting really close to having a lot of belly and a lot of man boobs, and then I was absolutely like, okay, I gotta change something. And that is when I started running. And I've been running for a few years now. And I'm just gonna tell you right now that workouts are about 20%, and it's 80% diet. You can literally lose weight faster changing. See, I just said diet. Changing your health goal, um, than changing, because when you hear diet, that people think, oh, I can't eat, and that's not true. It's what you're eating is the problem. And I will just tell you this right now: salads can be bad for you. And I have to talk about this. We have to talk about mayonnaise. This is the worst, one of the worst things that you can put in your body, because it has all three of those things. It has sugar, it has salt, and it has oil. And I was trying to be healthy and I was eating at Subway and I didn't even realize that, of course, I like to add mayonnaise, but then I was like, I'm not going to add mayonnaise. But then I was getting the tuna sandwich and I realized that this tuna, it has this white stuff in here, and like and I researched it, and Subway does add their own mayonnaise inside the tuna sandwich. So that absolutely became like one of the worst things for me to get. And I was like, you'd think that you'd be healthy, right? Having a tuna sandwich with all the veggies. Then I normally get the flatbread. But mayonnaise, man, like any kind of sauce that you put on your salads that you think it's good, you're basically just killing the salad. Um, and the thing is, I don't even think salad is like a must. I don't even like eating salads. What I do is I put spinach or kale and I blend it in with a banana and some berries and maybe a few almonds, and make like a shake. I need to get some protein mix, but that's not right now. I don't have that. But yeah, guys, try to avoid mayonnaise. Um, Also wanted to talk about, if you're working out, or you have a health goal, right? I don't know what your health goal is, and your goal is not being met. I would say I would say you should probably break down your goal into smaller steps. Into doable steps. Like, you know, I have a health goal of losing 1 kilogram this month. Um, I was 79 and I am 78 on the dot at the end of March. But, I was hitting a plateau. And I'm telling you right now, it seems like no matter what you do, you're just not losing that weight. You're running. And I'm telling you, it's those little secret things that you find out, like the mayonnaise. It's those little snacks that you have when you say, oh my God, that was a 75 calorie snack just for that one little tiny chocolate cookie. It's those little tiny things that add up that are causing you. And the word plateau is not really good. I don't like that word. It's just a flat area that you can't. I like the word efficiency hard cap. And I want to talk to you about this because our bodies have a smart defense system. And your body pre-calculates uh, your body, I can't even spell. I thought that was a word. Pre-calculate is not a word. I guess your body knows how many calories you're generally going to spend. It doesn't know exactly, but it makes a pretty good guess, and it pretty much does that. And you have to outsmart yourself. This is a battle of you're fighting yourself. And it is very hard. It is a battle. The biggest, what was that phrase? The only one stopping you from winning is yourself or something. You know what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm sorry, that washing machine is loud. But basically what I'm trying to tell you is my body knows every day I'm going out there and I'm running Monday through Friday. I take off Saturday and Sunday. My body knows it's expected to perform at this time. It knows it needs this protein. It needs this. It finds it for itself. And our bodies naturally get food, even sometimes when we're not thinking. We're just eating and we don't even know. Because your body is really smart at getting that food it wants. But sometimes we have to put a leash on it. And you have to fight that desire to eat sometimes. And say, okay, wait a minute. Is this what I need? Or is this what I want? So it's a lot of like fighting need versus want. And another thing that will help you fight this need versus want is see your mouth and tongue as just a filter. And you're putting energy through a filter. It's a taste filter. I can't even spell. And I know eating is so sacred to people, and some people like to savor it and eat slow. I understand. I can't even spell, dude. Pitting? But just realize, you only taste it for like not that long. You taste it for like, is 5 seconds? This is my question to you. Is 5 seconds worth running? Oh my goodness. 5 kilometers? Because you can literally eat something in 5 seconds that will take you 5 kilometers to burn off. And that's what I was telling you about the mayonnaise. And this is what I'm going to come down here to. Don't count calories, but be conscious of your calories that you take every day. Conscientious. I'm not going to be all nice. Just be aware of how many calories you are eating in general. Like, you don't have to count exactly how many calories. Um, but just realize that, like, some of the things that you'll see, you could eat like a giant filet mignon, which has mostly protein, and then not that many calories. And then you could go eat a handful of crackers that have, maybe 400 calories. That mayonnaise that they were adding on the Subway sandwich, it depends on which person is doing it, but some people go buy it twice, some people do it once. But it could be between 250 to 300 calories of just mayonnaise. If you get like a foot long, a 6 inch, a 30 centimeter or a foot long. So you just got to be aware of what these little tiny calories are adding up. This is what I'm learning for myself. I'm not trying to order you guys around. But I just want you to think about your April goals and just think, how can I fight myself in a better way? Because your body, even if you're working out and you have your plan, your body knows you have that plan. And you have to break that efficiency hard cap. Because our body is so efficient at what it does. It is, this is what I'm learning about our bodies. It has like a muscle memory to it. And your muscles know when they need to perform and when they can rest. And so when you push your body a little bit extra harder, when you go running and you just do a little tiny sprint here, or you just say, you know what, today, or you have but I'm going to tell you, no matter what, guys, you have to beat the salt, the sugar, salt, and oil. You need to have belief, trust, and commitment. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If you don't believe you can lose weight, you need to tell yourself you can lose weight. If you don't trust yourself with a bag of chips, then don't buy the bag of chips. If you don't have the commitment to say, okay, every day I'm going to go running, or every day I'm going to hit the gym, you can't do it. You have to have belief, trust, and commitment. And by the way, these are the 3 aspects of faith, which is faith. Have faith. Have faith that you can do it. That God made you a beautiful, handsome, or if you're a boy, if you're a girl, beautiful, if you're a guy, handsome creature, that you can look good, feel good, and be good. I want you guys to have a happy April. April Fool's is coming around. Just realize that April is a new month for you, and the year still started. We hit January, February, March. Those 3 months are down. And to be honest to you, January and February were kind of canceled out for a lot of people that go running because it's so freaking cold in some places, and there's ice on the roads, and you really can't do much. March was really where people started hitting the runs, But of course, I still tried to run in the winter, but it's a lot harder than you think. And I'm just letting you guys know what's going on in my life, what I'm thinking about. I just hope that you don't lose track. And if you do mess up, it's okay to mess up. Just realize that, like, you're going to do better. And I find that even every day I'm finding ways to cut calories here and to gain protein. It's not about cutting calories. Because some calories are good for you. Calories are just like a general way to see how much energy you're taking in. It depends what kind of calories there are. The carbohydrates, the proteins, the fats, the sugars. So what I want to try to tell you is please eat more protein. And this means you're going to need to invest in your body because protein is expensive. It's more expensive. Um, it's better, like if you go to McDonald's, it's better to take off all the bread, all the cheese, all the mayonnaise, and eat that meat only. And then you just ask yourself, why even go to McDonald's? Exactly. Just go get to the grocery store and buy some meat and cook it. Um, and by the way, the only kind of meat I eat is fish for this year. I'm doing it. If you want to do it with me, you can. But it's a pescatarian diet. I know I don't like to say diet. It's a pescatarian health goal. Um, but I just wanted to try this thing of not eating pork and chicken and beef. I just want to have like fish only. Seafood, any kind of seafood. Shrimp, mussels, you name it, I can eat it. But make sure you eat that protein because you need to like rebuild your muscles. And that means investing in your body isn't just like the time, it's you need to spend the money. Spend the money on it. Because a lot of times we spend so much money on games, on shows and movies. We spend money on like our hobbies and like, but if you really spend money on your health, you're gonna really feel those benefits, you know. And just ask yourself every time you eat something that you know that is not healthy. You know, for example, I thought, just corn tortilla chips, no dipping, nothing, just plain corn tortilla chips were okay. And just to come to find out, they just have so much salt in them. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna end it on a sad note. As of now, the the world's majority of the food industry is trying to kill you. And this is gonna hurt because it looks really bad. But if they weren't trying to kill you, they wouldn't put sugar, salt, and oil in everything that they give you. And that's I'm not saying for one thing. I'm just talking about like here's having some, and I'm not gonna blame McDonald's. I love McDonald's. I'm not trying to blame any fast food place. I love Taco Bell. All the fast food places, I love them, especially Long John Silver's. The fried fish is my favorite right now. They don't have that in Korea, but you can get that kind of fish. And just think of this. The When you're going out to the store, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack of something that is actually healthy for you. Because naturally, there's so much sugar, salt, and oil. But I will tell you right now, what will be a good secret is just get nuts, the unsalted nuts. Unsalted nuts gonna be really good for you. Yeah, I'm gonna try to give you guys a few things. Of course, eat more fish, but don't get the fried fish. That is so bad for you. If you really, really want to have chicken, just boiled chicken breast. I would not, or legs, just boiled chicken in general. You can have it, but please do not eat any fried stuff. Of course, you can have fruits and vegetables. Um, this is an easy one, you already know. But you know how like you need that little snack, the little the little yummy thing? I would say nuts would fill that spot, or they have some like dried. I've seen some like dried sweet potato chips. There's some wholesome foods some places. I found these like organic, dried organic food. Like they can turn them into like a healthy snack. And I will be aware that some places, some people, some brands, they say they're healthy for you, and you actually look at the stats. You check the calorie, you check the salt, you check the sugar, and it is like a no-brainer. Like you shouldn't be having it. But our tongues are so inclined to having these. We have a, the phrase, you have a sweet tooth. We have these, our bodies. We're just basically, we're storing more fat than we're burning. And I'm trying to help you realize that that stored energy is just getting stored and stored and stored. And the warehouse is expanding. You're storing all these things, and your body's like, listen, we've stored enough. And your warehouse, your body, which is your warehouse, it's just expanding. And that's what fat is. It's when you store so much things, and what is causing this thing? It's the sugar, salt, and oil. And I'm not going to put one blame on each one. You need a little sugar. You need a little salt. You need a little oil. I recommend olive oil. As a matter of fact, when I get my Subway sandwich, I get a veggie sandwich. Don't put any sauce on it, nothing. I get all the veggies. I have it on flatbread, the whole foot long. And I do not tell them to put olive oil on it. They put way too much on it. And I heard that it's mostly like 10% olive oil and like 90% canola oil. But like, I still like going to Subway, right? It's just a lot of, I need to just, I don't want to go to the grocery store, buy 100 vegetables, go back home and chop them up and put them on a sandwich. And another thing is I can't get flatbread. I've tried so many places to find the flatbread, and I'm not going to try to make it myself. So, but what I mean by invest in your body is you need to take your time. Go get a veggie delight. You know, get a veggie sandwich. Get a veggie delight at Subway, guys. Invest in your body. Um, I'm basically done talking, but my April goal is um, the weekends are the worst, and I just want to say that because I need time for my body to repair, and you do too. You know, take time to repair your muscles because you did work out. You do need time to repair. You do need to take proteins. And you need to give yourself a pat on the back. And it's good to tell yourself you did a great job. Like a lot of people, they work out a few times a week, but there's a few people that work out every day. You know what I mean? Um, Even me, I can't work out Saturday and Sunday. I need to have a time off. Like there has to be a goal, and that's why when I'm running during the week, I'm like, you know what? Saturday, Sunday's coming around, and it makes my weekend a lot better. Just reward yourself, but on the weekends, it's really hard for me because like I'm not working out. Everything I eat can go against me. Just, I'm just want to let you guys be cautious on the weekends because you might go to some person's party and they might invite you, and some people might try to tell you to eat, and you're just like, no, I don't want it. And then there's this thing about saying no is rude. That is totally BS. Saying, I'm gonna have to write it down. Saying no to someone offering you food is not wrong, is not bad. You're allowed to say no. And a lot of times people, there's certain cultures where you have to accept it because it would be an offense, and they would get so upset. And I'll be honest with you, I teach English. There's a lot of my students, they offer me all these little candies, all these things. I had to tell them, no, I cannot have that. Teacher is on a specific health plan, and it's not in my health plan to have that. So just realize you have to say no. And even my wife, she will buy, she orders food, and the guy comes with a big grocery list of things. She does get healthy foods, but sometimes she gets all these little snacks and stuff, and I look at the calories and I look at it and I'm like, it's a junk food, you know what I mean? But some people, like, they need their little junk food because they're going to burn those calories that they're eating. But for me, that's like that's like is these few little pieces of junk food worth all those runs that I was doing this weekend? I mean, during the week? And am I just going to throw away all of my 15 kilometers? No, actually now I'm running 3.7. Am I going to throw away all of my, 17 kilometers that I ran this week into the trash for just a few snacks here and there? Because it literally goes like that. It goes like that. It's so easy to go, so that it is an uphill struggle. It is getting healthy is an uphill struggle because you have to literally work for it. Getting healthy and strong, because some people can be healthy but they're not strong, and some people are strong and they're not healthy. You need to have both. Getting healthy and strong is an uphill battle. Yeah. So just realize that it is a journey. It's a journey of struggling, and you know that phrase, um, if it don't, what is it? No pain, no gain, right? No pain, no gain. That it's one of those phrases that actually are golden when you're thinking about a health plan, a health goal. And I just hope that you guys, your health goals, some people are already skinny, especially in Asia, and I could just tell them, please go eat some mayonnaise because I can see their bones. That kind of person needs to do the opposite. They need more sugar, salt, and oil. Some people, like, there's certain kinds of people, depending on their health goal, that they need to fatten up a little bit. There's some people need to slim down. I am one of them that needs to slim down. And as I notice as I get older, it's a lot harder to slim down. And every little calorie is starting to add up, kind of thing. And I'm just like, this is so dumb. I hate my body if it's not in a way that it's acceptable for myself, because I'm kind of a perfectionist. If I don't feel like my body's in a perfect way, I'm just upset a little bit. So I'm just like, no, I'm gonna suffer for this, And I'm not trying to make you guys suffer with me, but I needed to get this talk out. But yeah, healthy snacks. Be cautious of which ones you're trying to get. Um, you know, it's just easy, and I'm just gonna let you know, a godsend. Boiled eggs are the best. Boiled eggs will save you. And I heard there's 13 like nutrients in eggs. I think a boiled egg, it has like roughly 73 calories, 7 grams of protein or something. Um, they have some carbohydrates too. And they have like cholesterol issues, but they're one of the things that will save you. And I'm just going to tell you right now, do not fry eggs. That is, because when you fry, you're getting the oil. And do we need oil? Yes, but do we need that much oil? I'm telling you right now, the eggs will just I don't know how to think of an analogy of like a, the eggs are like a blanket and the oil is like water. You're basically pouring water into a blanket. The eggs are just, yes, soak up this oils, and it tastes good and stuff, but at the same time, you're putting on. I want you to see every time you eat a wrong way, you're putting on, you're you're basically putting on runs that you don't do. You know what I mean? But let's say you're planning on going for a 10 kilometer run, or you're gonna do like a 5K, and you want to reward yourself with having some eggs that are fried. You go, you. I am not here to discipline the elite. The elite know what they're doing. That's why they're elite. I'm here to help you understand the elite mind of how to become elite. And becoming elite is in order to become elite in what? In health. You have to do many things. In order to become elite in health, you have to train. You have to train in every aspect. You have to train your brain. You have to study. You have to train and study, okay? Continually of what it takes for your body, and it's that balance. It's finding that balance for every person has a balance that nobody knows. Certain people have to burn so many certain calories. And I want to tell you, leave on a good note, every day, you passively burn calories by just your body's electric bill, so to speak. You're just breathing, just your heart is beating, your brain is burning calories just thinking about this if you even watched it. You're always burning calories, so never think that you can't catch up. You can. Never think that you're just eating way more than you're burning. Just remember that your body already burns calories by itself, just for functioning and existing. And I would recommend, there's that 2,000 calorie diet thing. I don't want to put any restrictions on you, because if you're somebody that likes to eat a lot, I would just try to change those things into more proteins and more vegetables and fruit, and try to be committed to keeping your plan, and not just make a health goal and then just like, oh, I'm not going to do it. So starting April, I'll make a post-April video. This would be my beginning April video, I guess. My health goals, I'm going to be running 3.7 kilometers Monday through Friday. I'm not going to eat any kind of chicken. I'm only eating seafood. And I'm having this is just for me, guys. I have a 1,700 calorie daily intake. Sometimes it goes over. Sometimes I'm less than this. But that's like I put a little limit, a little thing there. And I can show you here. My target, I was 79. I'm trying to go to 71. I have a boiled egg and black coffee with some milk. That's 110 calories. Lunch, I don't eat any lunch. I basically just sip on my coffee. The afternoon, when I get back from work, I have a little bit of almonds. I don't know why it said I'm having coffee. This is when I'm working. The pre-dinner... Sometimes I have some apple cider vinegar water. This is not all correct. This is the big dinner. Normally I have like tuna. I don't have salmon all the time. I don't have mackerel. I have like normally just tuna, not mackerel. I would say tuna is the number one. Salmon is like a luxury because it's very expensive. And I don't think I have 2 cups of rice. Um, but yeah, trying to, and I changed my cardio plan to, you know, this is what I'm trying to do here. But I don't know if this is gonna work. But anyway, my point is, just be conscious of your weekends. Um, it's hard if you're staying at home and you're just watching TV and not doing anything. Like it's so hard. Being at home is probably one of the worst places you can be if you're trying to lose weight because you're surrounded by food and you're not really moving anywhere. So try to make an excuse to go out for a walk, go for a little light jog, go even if you just go like what's it called? Can't eye candy shopping. I don't what is it called? The window shopping where you just look at stuff that you might want to buy. Just walking around being active is way better than just doing nothing. So I hope you guys have a healthy April and I will talk to you later. Peace out.